We begin with security, and President Akufo-Addo has alleged that the government of Burkina Faso has given Russian mercenaries a minus payment to help fight an insurgency in their country. President Akufo-Addo raised this concern at a meeting on Wednesday with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken as part of the U.S.-Africa Leaders Summit ongoing in Washington, D.C.
Today, Russian mercenaries are on our northern border. Burkina Faso has now entered into an arrangement to go along with Mali in employing the Wagner forces there. I believe a mine in southern Burkina has been allocated to them as a form of payment for their services. Prime Minister of Burkina Faso in the last 10 days has been in Moscow. And to have them operating on our northern border is particularly distressing for us in Ghana. Apart from not accepting the idea of great powers once again making Africa their theater of operation, we have a particular position that you know about over the Ukraine war, where we have been very, very vocal and upfront about condemning the invasion of Russia by Russia. And therefore, they're now to have this group at our borders is a matter of some considerable disquiet and concern for us.
Let's speak to Professor Vladimir Intridanso. He's Dean of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College. Thank you so much for your time. So the Kremlin has repeatedly denied its links to the Wagner group. Now they are at Ghana's northern borders. How concerned should we be about their presence, not only in Ghana, but in Africa?
Thank you for having me. I'm a little disappointed. I wish we understand what is happening in the world, the geopolitics that is happening in the world. We should know that we don't have to play anybody's orchestra or to sing the Russian roulette for America. The Wagner group is a surrogate organization, actually. It's a fighting organization, mercenary group, which is being used in several countries, in Central African Republic, in Mali, and in Burkina. And precisely because they are being invited by governments to help them stem jihadism. And there is no way we should think that once they are close to our borders, it means they are going to invade our country. That's not the case. The Americans also have their own group. It's a surrogate group to the American government, which did a lot of damage in Iraq. Nobody talked. The point is that that is what is happening in the world today, of an anarchic world where big powers are just misbehaving. The Wagner group in Mali are doing better than the French did, and the Mali government is applauding them. That is why the Burkina Faso...
concerned about what they are doing in Africa, especially Central African Republic in Mali, where they also go ahead to attack civilians, spreading fake news as well?
The countries that have invited them knew the agreement they have agreed, they have entered with them. So if they are not going by the agreement, it is those governments that will sack them. We cannot sit down here in Ghana and say that they cannot come to Africa. But we sit down here and applaud America when America goes to Libya or Iraq with their Blackwater group. The point is that I do not think that the Wagner group is going to attack Ghana in any way. They are fighting jihadism close by Burkina Faso. So if the jihadists rush into our territory, it is not the problem of Wagner and the reason for which they are running for hiding places. I think what we have to do is to seal our borders or to be able to have those forward operating battalions to be able to help the Wagner group or Burkina. When we are helping, it is Burkina we are helping, not Wagner. Wagner is an organization which has been hired. There is an agreement why they are there. They will never attack Ghana. Their presence is not a threat to Ghana in any way. Absolutely.
Now, Ghana has gone ahead to say that their presence is especially distressing, that according to President Akufo-Addo. How will this hurt our relationship with Russia?
Well, obviously, yes. The Russians will not be very happy because we could have, diplomatically sought audience with the Russians for them to explain and give us assurance. But when we go to the side of America and we begin to talk this way, then obviously we are antagonizing the Russians. It's very obvious. And we must also know that, as I said, the geopolitics that is going on, African leaders are being called to America specifically, and that is the theme. The theme is no secret. It's all over on the internet. The theme is to allow African leaders to make sure that Russian and Chinese influence are not there in Africa. As if we have no right to choose our own friends. Since 2010, Chinese investment in Africa has surpassed any other of the world combined. $200 billion and over in Africa. Which country has invested that much in Africa? And we are being told, don't go to them. Don't allow them. You know, it's ridiculous. We must know how to choose our friends. That's why Paul Kagame is very, very much angry about French people asking us to come. They call it French Africa Summit, then Russia Africa Summit, then China Africa Summit. And we rush, our good leaders just rush in, and then we give a lot of promise. Look at America promising us only 35 billion for the whole of Africa. And we are happy to sing their swan song. I'm disappointed.
Thank you so much for your time. And Professor Vladimir Intridanso is Dean of the Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College.